From Legends to Kings, we have another Kazuki official video. We're going to be checking out the story of HOK and MLBB. I remember we were talking about Hawaii check-in like a couple weeks ago, and I guess this is going to be a historical telling of what happened and what they're doing now. But I'm honestly not too sure. This video was recommended in the Discord. Check out the Discord link down below. Let's go ahead and get started. From Legends to Kings, what happened to MOBA?
Either jungle lanes, but across the entire mobile gaming world. A silent rivalry that's grown into a billion-dollar battlefield.
Sheesh.
Mobile Legends versus Honor of Kings. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are breaking down the ultimate showdown between Mobile Legends and Honor of Kings.
Okay.
Players base, who is really playing. Let's talk numbers, and oh boy, these numbers are not normal. First up, Mobile Legends.
Bro, 78.6 million average monthly players. Dude, that is insane. 5 million daily? Bro, bro, the gaming industry would kill for these numbers on AAA games. I swear they would.
As of late 2023,
that is amazing.
This game is sitting on a mountain of about 78.6 million monthly active players.
That's crazy.
With an average of 5.2 million daily logins. That's not just
congratulations.
big, that's massive.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
And during event peaks like the Transformer crossover, boom. MLBB hit 85 million players in a single month. Now hold on to your joystick because here comes
my
Honor
joystick is held.
In China alone, just one country, Honor of Kings casually pulls 100 million daily active users. Daily. That's like the entire population of Philippines logging in every single day to gank each other.
And I wouldn't doubt that's it's them.
HOK even reached 200 million monthly players globally when included its overseas siblings Arena of Valor. But today, HOK's global version is still finding its footing. Estimates put its non-China user base around 1.4 to 1.7 million monthly as of early 2025. That's
Sheesh.
Only a tiny sliver of what MLBB pulls worldwide. So if you are outside China, MLBB rules.
Numbers are crazy.
Inside China, HOK is king, no contest.
I see.
But that's just the start.
Yeah.
Now let's see how.
And you know, that's actually very interesting how inside of China, their numbers are going crazy. But it would also make sense, like a lot of the trailers we checked out, they're in Chinese or Mandarin originally. So it's very interesting. So basically HOK is the Chinese MLBB and MLBB is like the SEA version of HOK. So that's pretty cool.
How these giants perform when money, fame, and million-dollar stages are on the line. Here's where the flexing begins. Honor of King isn't just a game, it's a cash machine. The
Absolutely.
Honor of Kings International Championship 2023 had a $10 million prize pool.
Bro, that's absolutely insane. Bro, even the FGC don't got numbers like this. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know in the comment section below. What was like the biggest prize pool for like Call of Duty? Because even 10 mil? 10 mil is crazy.
That's the biggest in mobile esport history ever, full stop.
Period.
And they are not slowing down.
What about
and the
other
KPL
games?
2024 Grand Finals, another cool $9.8 million. Just the winning team pocketed $3.1 million. That's not esport, that's a real estate.
Yeah.
Now Mobile Legends might not have the same stakes of cash, but it absolutely wipes the floor when it comes to viewership. The M5 World Championship hits 5.07 million peak viewers.
That's amazing.
Even the M6 tournament in December 2024, while slightly lower in peak, had higher average viewership and record-breaking watch hours. More people stayed watching longer than ever before. So if HOK is showing off with prize money, MLBB is dancing on stage with all the fans. Now let's zoom out. Who is playing where? Mobile Legends is basically the Google of mobile MOBAs. It's everywhere. It dominates Southeast Asia, but also has huge scene in Latin America, the Middle East, and even a growing push into Europe and North America.
That's interesting.
M5 featured teams from 22 regions, Asia, Europe, MENA, Americas, you name it. Even big Western esports organizations like Team Liquid and Fanatics joined the MLBB party in 2024. But most of that global
an
energy,
investment.
it's coming straight from Southeast Asia. Especially Indonesia, which is basically the MLBB capital of the world. M5 records viewership mostly from Indonesian fans. Their passion is unmatched. Meanwhile, Honor of Kings has been very China focused for years. But in 2024, Tencent hit the global expansion button hard. They launched HOK's global version in over 160 countries and even hosted world tournaments featuring Southeast Asia, MENA, and European teams.
Wow.
In fact, Malaysia's Blackstreet became the first non-Chinese team to win a world title in 2024.
Okay.
Huge milestone.
They're
Still,
making
HOK's
history.
global final in 2024 only reached 387,000 peak viewers, while
crazy.
MLBB was chilling at 4 to 5 million. So yeah, the gap is still real.
Yeah, for sure. Wait. But are these numbers accounting? What is this peak viewership accounting for? Because last I checked, China, they have their own shit. They have Bilibili, they have their own numbers, they have their own websites. Is this tracking as well, like Chinese servers, Chinese viewership as well inside, or is this just outside the area of viewership, or is it just all of the viewership? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm not 100% sure.
387,000 peak viewers.
I know they be
While
watching a lot on
MLBB was
Bilibili.
chilling at 4 to 5 million. So yeah, the gap is still real. Let's talk vibe check. Mobile Legends players in C are loyal. They have seen the game evolve from being called a
2017.
LoL clone to launching huge collabs like Transformers, Star Wars, and even Naruto. Muntun listens,
Crazy.
updates regularly, and keep players engaged with skin sales, events, and creator support. It's not perfect, matchmaking still triggers people, but the community vibes are strong. MLBB's Play Store rating is still over 4-star with millions of reviews.
Yeah, that's good.
But the recent BTK incident did trigger a lot of players to move to HOK. And they made this thing, Legends to Kings. And it did have some legendary YouTubers and pro players move to Honor of Kings. Is this a bad thing? Yeah. But
It's
will
competition.
MLBB die because of it?
No.
Probably not. If MLBB can survive,
I love it, bro. At the end of the day, competition is what makes things better. Because if MLBB could, I mean, they have 5 million viewers, right? So they pretty much could sit and do whatever they want. But if you want these big companies to innovate more, there has to be some type of competition. Not every company is just going to do things at the goodness of their heart, because at the end of the day, the purpose of a company is to make money.
stuff like countrywide bans twice, I'm sure it can sustain big names moving to other games. But come on Muntun, build your content creator market, focus on it more, because content creators like Jace No Limit, Elgin, General, and pro players like Kelra, Kyrie, and King Kun are treasures of this community. Protect them at all cost. When they leave, they tend to take a chunk of the players' base with them, so protect them. Akosi Dogi, Mobazane, Hun, and Yavi have already left, and I'm sure they took a chunk out of MLBB community with them and build new faces to improve the trust. I know there are programs, but I don't think enough is being done to promote them. Now Honor of Kings has legendary trust in China. It's treated like a cultural treasure. Tencent has polished the heck out of this game. Strict minor protection, deep historical lore, even cross-media projects. It's the highest grossing mobile game of all time for a reason. Arena of Valor left a bit.
Let me see those numbers. HOK, Arena of Valor, Wiki developers seeing less. I don't see any numbers on the screen.
Highest grossing mobile game of all time for a reason.
Where's the numbers?
Arena of Valor left a bitter taste in some regions.
More than Fortnite?
Players are just now discovering how good HOK actually is. The reviews are positive, but the challenge is breaking through MLBB's grip on the rest of the world. Let's end it with the big
People are
picture.
in love. At the end of the day, the MLBB fans are in love with MLBB. Even though I've seen HOK trailers be better, even though I've seen the writing, I've seen the animations, I've seen the graphics, we've compared them with AOV, we've compared them with Emoji. And I'm not saying MLBB is terrible before some weirdo gets that in their head. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to polish, bro, HOK looks absolutely better. That being said, MLBB still has a hold because it's been there like since 2017. Hey, there's been people that literally have gone to high school, graduated, and now are working a full-time job, and they're still playing MLBB. So when you have this type of hold on somebody, unless like the developers like just absolutely drop the ball, which, you know, I've seen personally with my own favorite games. Rest in peace, Army of Two, 40th Day. The Army of Two series in general. But unless they drop the ball, like nobody's gonna move. Nobody's going to go to HOK. It doesn't matter how good HOK looks, on Moji looks. They are connected to MLBB, not just because of the game itself, but because of their profile. All the friends that they have on their account, all the achievements, all the skins that they might have bought. They have this, I forget what the term is called, but basically they put so much money and so much time into the game. They're not just gonna leave. It has to take something critical for them to walk away. It'd be like some type of boycott or something. That'd be the only way they'd leave, because it doesn't matter what other thing comes out. They already have their baby, and they're not gonna leave their baby unless something happens.
Mobile Legends is the king of international mobile MOBAs. So who is winning in 2025? Mobile Legends is the king of international mobile MOBAs, massive player base, record-shattering viewership.
To be honest, I think the question is pointless. At the end of the day, they're both successful. MLBB has more viewership, more numbers, but they're both very successful products. If you want to say which one's better, that comes down to personal opinion. Again, HOK, it looks good, the animations are good, it might be a better game. Like if you want to take every statistics as somebody that's reviewed video games professionally, if you want to take the actual game versus game and say one is better than the other, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because one, that's subjective, but two, like if you look at the viewership and the numbers are in MLBB's court, period. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So like this comparison, to me, it's kind of moot, but you know, go off. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Huge content empire. If you are outside China, this is your arena. Honor of Kings, it's the undisputed emperor within China. With billions in revenues and 100 million daily players, it outscales everything. So the real answer, Mobile Legends wins globally. Honor of Kings wins in scale and mostly from China. So both games are only getting better from here.
For sure.
And no, MLBB is not dying. Is it down from before? Yes.
Sure.
Why? Because COVID lockdowns ended and people just have less time to invest in games. The whole
That's
gaming industry is experiencing
Absolutely.
a fall.
Yes,
so saying
that's
MLBB
true.
is dying just from looking at a few charts is false.
That's absolutely
Finally,
true.
how can MLBB become?
I'm glad he brought that up. Absolutely, the gaming industry in general has been on a downtrend, especially when it comes to AAA games, because of the predatory practices like the microtransactions, the day one DLC, the game's not working. The day one patch being bigger than the games, like, yeah, bro, games have been on a decline for a number of years, man.
Bigger than its rival HOK. First things first, focus on growing regions. India,
Oh, bro, India be crazy.
the NACT region,
Please don't scam me, bro. Crazy.
MENA, and the Latin America. The markets have tremendous potential. I think it's about time you stop concentrating so heavily on Southeast Asia. You have done enough there, decreasing funding for Southeast Asia and redirect it to these global regions. From just a glance at the trends chart,
That'd be a
you
good
can
idea.
see growth in Southeast Asia has stopped. It's not increasing.
Yeah.
Spend 2 minutes with the current trends and you will notice the same.
Absolutely.
I see you are making efforts, but they are not hitting the mark. Supporting third-party tournaments is good, and having official events is even better. It attracts new players when they see large prize pools they can officially compete for. Diamonds alone aren't going to cut it. Currently, MLBB is known
absolutely
for
not.
its esports appeal. But esports alone won't attract someone looking for a new game. What you need is strong lore and fresh ways to showcase your world. Look at Arcane and other storytelling mediums. Instead of pouring funds into more anime collabs, invest in
for sure.
creating a narrative that rivals Arcane. Even without Riot's budget, I'm sure you can craft a compelling story that players will follow. Moontoon, it's time to
They don't even need Riot's budget. They just need to do a little bit better than what they have now, bro. Because again, like the cinematic trailers is just a prime example, bro. You put HOK cinematic trailer versus MLBB cinematic trailer, bro. The animation, the voice lines, the voice acting, the scripting, bro. Like these two, that's it, bro. If MLBB even got that right, if they made that just as good as HOK, if not better, they're already going to be leaning heavily, especially to a U.S. market, because at the end of the day, a lot of Americans, bro, a lot of you SEA might not understand this, but a lot of us just want to see bigger and better. That's what a lot of Americans want to see, is bigger, better, period. That's it. And if you don't do bigger and better, a lot of them, they're not really going to pay attention to it. They're not going to really invest it, because everything else is already booming and banging and going crazy. Like, look at Fortnite with their collabs and their big ass music festival parties. Like, there's a reason why a lot of people are looking at that, because it's huge. Just do the same thing, do it similar, or do it your way, do it uniquely, but you'll be able to capture a NA audience relatively easily, because there's not really any MOBAs on the mobile market in North America, at least that I know of, that are doing crazy ass numbers. So yeah, just invest in it, put some more marketing behind it, and that's, at the end of the day, that's just how you grow a company or business to begin with. It's not that you don't have a good product, it's just people don't know it exists. That's about it.
shift your focus, prioritize growing new player counts so they bring in revenue, rather than extracting more money from existing players. I know it's risky, but you need to act before HOK gains even more momentum. And don't give handouts to HOK, like you did with the NACP situation.
He said,
so are you one of the 100 million soldiers of Honor of Kings? Or are you a hardcore dark system Hanabi main? And if you are interested in whole BTK situation, check out this video. Drop your thoughts below, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Kazuki Official. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.
Yeah, cool video. So what I liked a lot about this is it wasn't just strictly looking at statistics, strictly looking at only numbers, right? When we actually dive into the medium that is gaming, what is it that's keeping it afloat, right? A lot of people got into gaming, got into streaming, got into a whole bunch of stuff. VTubers was due to the lockdown, people having nothing to do, people being stuck inside. People have been out for, I guess you could say, 4 to 5 years now, 3 to 5 years, depending on what country you live in. More people are back into the workforce, and it would make sense that, you know, gaming is going down in general because people aren't gaming anymore or gaming like they used to. Like many of my friends, even me, like, yeah, we was gaming, but I'm 28 now. I'm not gaming like I used to no more. My homie, he got a son. You know, another friend of mine, he got 2 kids, you know, like, bro, we don't really got time for games. But like a mobile game like MLBB or HOK, that could be a game for your phone. Like me, I only have 2 games on my phone. It's Reverse 1999, one of the greatest mobile games ever made, and Street Fighter Duel. These are the only 2 mobile games I have on my phone. So if you could find a way to make MLBB just more marketable, more accessible to the US eyes, right? So like do some advertisements on TikTok, social media, IG, right? Just get people to know that the game exists. That's like step 1, that's it. And then after that, you also just need to make it appealing enough for people to download it, because the game looks fun. It does look fun. I played the tutorial in MLBB. That was a fun tutorial. I had fun. But you also need to just have a reason why people will come to it. People are going to stick around in SEA. Like, again, it's been out since 2017. There's been people that are still playing the game to this day. So they're not going to leave already. There's no reason for them to leave, right? 2017 to 2025, why would they leave? And the game has gotten better throughout time. It doesn't make sense for them to leave it. So the SEA people are already hooked. How do you get new people to jump in? You need to have more collaborations, absolutely. Have something that's very popular in the West. Anime is a good start, but from anime, we also need to go somewhere else. I'm not too sure what you could do besides, like, I don't know, mascots or something like that, but they'll figure out a way. If they really want people to jump in, they'll figure it out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a really cool discussion. I enjoyed talking about it. HOK, MLBB. It's interesting. I find myself in the MOBA scene now. Like the numbers make sense. Like I drop an MLBB video, the MLBB fans are there. I drop a HOK video, the HOK fans are there. So there is definitely a market for this stuff for sure. How do you get to that? How do you expand that market? You just need more eyes. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're new, shout out to the Discord. You could join the membership link down below like these amazing people here. They've been requesting some cool videos and I've been checking them out. So if you enjoyed, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Hit that like button, share with a friend. Peace.